Hmm. Hello? Hello? Hello, Tom.
Hello teacher.
How are you?
Yes, today I'm fine.
By the way, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
I will turn off my camera because it's not properly fixed right now. So,
Oh,
what did you do
yeah.
today?
Uh, in the morning, I watch TV
Oh,
and play game.
so you must feel very relaxed because you don't have to go to school, right?
Yes,
Okay. So I will share my screen now. Are you ready for our class?
yes. I ready.
Okay, so let's start. We are now on the new lesson, solutions, pre-intermediate, unit 3 on screen. So we are in the unit 3E. So this is a new lesson and it, yes. So this is a new lesson because we are done with the unit 3D. So unit 3E is all about, please read the title. Please
Uh,
read.
Sorry, I speaking, preaching, and agreement. I can discuss agree on activity.
Okay, so we are going to talk about in the unit E, speaking, reaching an agreement. I can discuss and agree on an activity. So we have here the unit map and we are on the speaking here, the unit 5 on the unit 1. So for the first task, you are going to look at the pictures and guess if what kind of genre of film are they. So before we have talked about different kinds of films like the horror film, comedy film, what else? Romantic film. So do you have any idea what kind of film is this? Okay, what do you think is number one?
I think is uh horror film.
Okay. It's a horror film. So you are correct. It's a horror film. How about number two?
Number two, a romantic comedies.
Okay.
Yes, I
Okay.
goes.
It's correct. And number three,
Number three, is a soap opera.
soap opera.
Yes, I think it's
Okay. It's a period drama.
very right.
Okay. So it's a good thing that you remembered the different kind of films, the different genre of film. So we have a good start in this lesson. So here is a question for you. What genre do you like most? Or what type of film do you like the most and why?
I I quite like romantic comedy.
Why?
Uh, because it's uh because I'm happy. uh is bring me happiness and uh yes.
Okay, it bring you happiness. That's good. So I also like romantic comedy because not just it is very funny, but also we
Yeah.
have some lessons that we can get from the movie. So now we have a vocabulary. This is another part of the on-screen activities. Share sound. Please read number one.
Number one,
Horror.
horror.
Horror. What is horror?
Uh, Horror is a feeling of risk or fear.
Okay, so horror is not just like a type of film, but also it is a feeling of great shock or fear. Like you feel horror when you are alone at your house. So that is a feeling of great shock or fear. Like you feel horror when you are alone at your house, like that.
Yeah.
So number two,
Comedy.
Mm.
number
Number
two,
two, comedy.
okay,
Comedy.
comedy. Comedy
Comedy.
is what?
Comedy is a play, film, or TV show that is intended to be funny.
Mhm.
Usually with a happy ending plays, film, and TV shows are positive.
Type.
Uh,
Okay, so comedy is a play or film or TV show that is intended to be funny. Usually with a happy ending, plays, films, and TV shows of this type. So this is what, like you said, you like comedy, and I also love comedy films because there are no sad parts in a comedy film. So we just laugh from beginning until the end. So yes. So next one, next word is
Fancy.
Fancy.
okay, fancy.
Fancy.
Fancy is
Fancy is you want something or I want to do something.
okay. So fancy is to want something or want to do. What is this? ST or something.
As the yes.
Want to want something or want to do something. Like I will give you an example because this is not a very common English word that people use. So I will give you an example like I fancy you. Meaning I want you. So that is another term for I like you. So, so I fancy you. I like you. It's the same thing. And also I fancy
yeah.
cell phone
So yes.
right now. So I like a cell phone right now. Or I fancy to use a cell phone right now. So that is an example of this. So did you understand what is fancy?
Yes, I understand.
Okay. So next word is
Settle on.
Settle on.
okay. Settle on is
Settle on is to choose or make a decision about something after thinking about it.
okay. So settle on is to choose or make a decision about something after thinking about it. Like for example, you are thinking on traveling. You are planning to go to Hanoi, and then you make a decision to go. So you settle on going to Hanoi. So that is an example of settle on. Do you have any questions?
Now I don't have question.
Okay. So let's proceed to our next. So we have here some speaking strategy for you to be better at speaking. Please read.
In the exam, you will have about 1 minute to read the task. You take time to think English in effective keywords and phrase that you call you in the conversation.
So speaking strategy in the exam, you will have about 1 minute to read the task. So you have a 1 minute to read a task and then use this time to think in English. Like, for example, there is a question in the exam and then you are given 1 minute to read it. So you need to think in English. So identifying keywords and phrases that you could use in the conversation. It is for you to be better or to be fluent at speaking in English language. So
Yeah.
that's how you do it. So here we have task 2. So you are going to complete the phrases using the words below. So here are the words below, and then you are going to write that anywhere here in every number. Okay?
Yes. Okay, teacher.
Okay, so you can start now.
Yes. I finished.
Okay. So let's see your answer. So this activity have three different areas. First one is expressing likes and dislikes, expressing a
Yeah.
preference, and reaching an agreement. So let's check your first one. So Aikwa, please read your answer.
Oh, I quite fancy. I don't really fancy.
Okay, so your answer is correct. Number two.
Number two, another big fan of etc.
Okay, so fan. Okay, number three.
Number three, I'm not keen on etc.
Okay,
Oh,
continue.
okay, teacher.
Number
Uh,
four.
number four, I adult. I can stand etc.
Okay, so for part one, you got all correct. Okay, so for the second part, expressing a preference.
Uh, continue. Uh,
Yes.
I'd rather other prefer to etc.
Okay, wait. I'd rather check. I'd prefer. Okay, check. Continue.
Continue. I think I think will be better, more fun, etc.
Okay. So for part two, you got all correct also. Very good. Okay,
Uh,
so part three.
Continue.
Yes.
So we settle on etc.
Okay. Settle. Nine.
Uh, Continue. Okay,
Yes.
I agree.
10. Continue.
Uh, Continue. Task agreed. Then
And last.
last task a great idea.
Okay. So you got it all correct. Very good.
Yes, thank you. This
Great job. So now, since you have done this activity, it's all correct. So let's move on to the next. Okay. Now for task 3, you are going to complete the sentence also using the prepositions below. One sentence does not need a preposition. So there's one sentence that does not need a preposition. So the prepositions are these words right here. Kindly read the prepositions.
yeah. Teacher, you can say again.
Please read the prepositions.
Oh yes, I see.
About.
About for in of on about.
Okay, so that is the preposition that you are going to use to complete the sentences here. And it said here that there is one sentence does not need a preposition. Okay, so you are going to answer now.
Okay, I start now.
Yes.
I finished.
Okay. So you put everything. There is one sentence does not need a preposition. So I thought you didn't put anything here, but that's fine. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So let's check your work. Number one, please read.
Number one, my sister isn't keen on video games.
Okay. My sister isn't. Okay, check. By the way, do you understand what is keen?
Oh,
Do you
teacher,
understand
you can
what?
you can say again.
Okay, okay. Do you understand what is keen?
Oh yes, I understand.
Okay, keen is another term for like interest or like. So for other construction of this sentence, my sister isn't interested on video games. So that is the meaning of keen. Now number two.
I'm sure when I was young, I wasn't interested about sports.
Okay. In sports.
Oh, it's
Okay, that's fine. Number three.
let me see. Lucy isn't a big fan of horror film.
Okay, off. Very good. Number four.
No, for my parents can stand in loud music. I
Okay.
think I was wrong.
It doesn't have any answers. So I was happy because earlier you didn't put anything here, but I was surprised you put anything. So here you did not need, this sentence does
uh,
not need a preposition. So yes, number five.
Number five. I like comedy because I can get excited about sitcom.
Okay, sitcoms. Okay, it's check. Number six.
No, see, Hello doesn't go on comedy game, but she likes driving game.
Okay. She doesn't go for combat games.
Go for yes.
Okay, number seven.
Number seven. My cousin in my for vampire film.
About. It's about. And number eight.
Number eight. My best friend's away for she to the cinema.
Okay, my best friend is always up for a trip to the cinema. Okay, so correct. So I will put a check. Just check, check. This will be a bonus. Check, and then check. So you got 5/8. Very good. Still
No,
very good.
I oh no teacher I correct uh four.
Or
Uh, number four, I was wrong.
yes, but since it does not need a preposition, then there's no right or wrong answer for here. So I will give you that as a bonus. I give you that as bonus. So let's continue. Task 4. So here you are going to have a listening test. But first, you need to read the questions. Then after that, we are going to listen to a student doing the exam, task, and answer them. Okay, so please read the question first, and then we are going to listen to the student. Okay, number one. Number one, please read.
Oh, okay.
Please read number 1.
Number one, with film A. The student want to see. B. The examiner want to see. And C. Do the do they agree on?
Okay, number 2.
Number two, when and where do they decide to meet?
Number 3.
Number three, what reason the examiner give for not wanting to invite donor?
And number 4.
Number four, do they decide to invite someone else or not?
Okay, so now let's listen to the voice. Wait. Okay. Listen to this.
Teacher,
Yes.
how will I answer?
You are going to listen to a student
Lesson 3G.
like this. Can you hear it?
Yes, I hear.
Okay. So how to answer? You are going to answer this by listening to a student doing the exam tasks and answer them. So,
And
Exercise.
teacher, I answer on screen.
yes, you write on screen.
Oh, okay, teacher.
Okay.
This is 3 and 5.
So, which film shall we see? I quite fancy the romantic comedy. They're usually very funny, and I think it'll be easy to follow.
Sorry, but I'm not a big fan of romantic comedies. The stories are always so silly. I'd prefer the horror film. As you can see in the poster, someone is trying to escape, and it looks really exciting.
Oh, I don't agree. I'm not keen on scary films.
Oh, okay. What about the period drama?
Yes, I quite like them.
Shall we settle on that then? It starts at 7. What time shall we meet up?
I can come to your house at 6 if you like, and we can take the bus into town.
I'll already be in town, so I'd rather meet at the cinema. Let's meet there at 6:15.
6:15 is a bit too early. What about 6:30?
Okay, 6:30.
That's agreed then. Shall we invite anyone else? I think Donna likes period dramas.
To be honest, I don't get on very well with Donna. Can we invite someone else?
How about Tom?
Yes, that's a great idea. I'll text him and see if he wants to come.
Okay. So that is the overall conversation between the student and the examiner. So for number 1, which film does the student want to see from these 3?
I answer with you.
Yes, and you write it here. Okay, wait.
I can answer with you.
So 3 letters, different answers. So does the student want to see, which film does the student want to see? So you will write it here on the A, whether it be horror film, comedy film, romantic comedy, or period movie. And for B, which does the examiner want to see? So you write here. And then letter C, which film do they agree on watching? So you want to listen again?
Yes, okay, teacher.
Okay. So you can take note. You can write it before you write on the screen. While listening, you can write down the answers on your paper, and after that, you will write it on the screen if you like. Let's wait.
Lesson 3G. Exercises 3 and 5.
So, which film shall we see? I quite fancy the romantic comedy. They're usually very funny, and I think it'll be easy to follow.
Sorry, but I'm not a big fan of romantic comedies. The stories are always so silly. I'd prefer the horror film. As you can see in the poster, someone is trying to escape, and it looks really exciting.
Oh, I don't agree. I'm not keen on scary films.
Oh, okay. What about the period drama?
Yes, I quite like them.
Shall we settle on that then? It starts at 7.
Okay, they have talked about the number 1 questions already. So they have talked about what the students want to see. You already answered the letter B. you don't quite get. It's hard, right?
Yes, I can listen again.
Okay, you will listen again.
and 5.
So, which film shall we see? I quite fancy the romantic comedy. They're usually very funny, and I think it'll be easy to follow.
Sorry, but I'm not a big fan of romantic comedies. The stories are always so silly. I'd prefer the horror film. As you can see in the poster, someone is trying to escape, and it looks really exciting.
Oh, I don't agree. I'm not keen on scary films.
Oh, okay. What about the period drama?
Yes, I quite like them.
Shall we settle on that then? It starts at 7. What
Why did you delete it?
Oh,
Okay.
teacher.
Did you hear already the letter C answer? They already talked about it.
Yeah.
Okay. I will wait. So you already answered A and B. So you need to answer C. Which film do they agree on?
Keen on scary films.
Oh, okay. What about the period drama?
Yes, I quite like them.
Shall we settle on that then? It starts at 7. What time shall we meet up?
I can come to your house at 6 if you like, and we can take the bus into town.
I'll already be in town, so I'd rather meet at the cinema. Let's meet there at 6:15.
6.
Where are they decided to meet? Okay, you can listen again.
Yeah, I can
Ike,
listen again.
and we can take the bus into town.
I'll already be in town, so I'd rather meet at the cinema. Let's meet there at 6:15.
6:15 is a bit too early. What about 6:30?
Okay, 6:30.
That's agreed then.
Okay. So did you hear the time? And where is the place do they meet? Where?
I can
Listen
tell
again.
first.
What?
Yes.
Where?
I can listen tab, but I don't listen place.
Okay, wait.
Ike, and we can take the bus into town.
I'll already be in town, so I'd rather meet at the cinema. Let's meet there at 6:15.
6:15 is a bit too early. What about 6:30? We can take the bus into town.
I'll already be in town, so I'd rather meet at the cinema. Let's meet.
Did you hear here?
I think cinema.
Okay. So let's continue. Number 3, what reason does the examiner give for not wanting to invite Donna? So here it's a bit tricky.
Rather meet at the cinema. Let's meet there at 6:15.
6:15 is a bit too early. What about 6:30?
Okay, 6:30.
That's agreed then. Shall we invite anyone else? I think Donna likes period dramas.
To be honest, I don't get on very well with Donna. Can we invite someone else?
How about Tom?
Yes, that's a great idea. I'll text him and see if he wants to come.
Okay,
I
listen
think
again.
Donna likes period dramas.
To be honest, I don't get on very well with Donna.
Okay, so what is the reason? So ready? She say it that she don't. Okay, I will repeat again.
I think Donna likes period dramas.
To be honest, I don't get on very well with Donna. Can we invite someone else?
I guess.
She doesn't get on
Yes,
very well with Donna. Okay, so last one. Did they decide to invite someone else or not? So
How about Tom?
Yes, that's a great idea. I'll text him and see if he wants to come.
okay,
Oh,
so did they
yes.
decided to invite someone else? Yes or no?
Teresa invite Tom.
Okay, so the answer is yes. So now let's check your work if it's correct. Wait. Okay, so for number one, okay, so the answer for number one is